Welcome back to another episode of Paradise Springs. We're not gonna waste too much time today. All you really need to know is we built an awesome new office area. We built a lot of trains in this episode. So without further ado, leave a like, subscribe. Thank you. Let's get into it. All right, guys. So now that we have happiness kind of figured out, I do want to figure out something that has been requested from some of you guys, but also I think is going to help clear out a lot of our traffic, such as here for like just our busier times, even though this is so much better than what it was before. I mean, extremely. I want to start working on our train system. Yes, you heard it here first, our train system. Because we're making so much an hour, I think it's finally time. We also have a loan that we haven't paid back yet, that we need to go ahead and just repay back. It costs 1.1 million to pay back this loan, but we're gonna be getting so much more money in surplus. So right now we're paying 7%, so about 87,000 a month in loans, which if you look at the economy, 87,000 isn't a whole lot, but it is something. And we could be using that money on our new train system and monthly upkeep. So what we are going to do is actually pay back our loans, pay all 1.1 million back. Boom. Now we're making 40 grand an hour, making a ridiculous amount. Our production is great, our grain is great, chickens are great, vegetables are great, and cotton is great. We're doing amazing. And as you guys can see, our medical system is just not doing it right now. Let's actually, before we start on our railway system, which honestly we have to buy first, so we're gonna go ahead and buy train. We're also going to buy a hospital. Hospital is gonna be major for us. It's gonna allow us to take care of basically the whole city. It's gonna be extremely expensive, but it's gonna give us healthcare for the whole city. For now, we're just gonna give ourselves an extension wing. That'll mitigate some of the problems. Not everything, but some. Because this area probably will eventually get an hospital anyway. All right, so first thing we need is a rail yard. Rail yards are pretty big. We're gonna need to buy this tile and create a rail yard here before we begin our train stations. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. We're gonna go to our tiles. We're going to buy this tile. Also means we can move our telecom tower over here. We're going to delete this and we're gonna put our rail yard kind of like this. We're gonna take our tracks. We're gonna start connecting all these up for now. It might look a little janky just in the beginning, just because we don't have a whole lot of space to do some crazy connections. I don't know how that isn't connected. Actually, we need to pause this game right quick. Keep in mind, guys, this is not going to be to its best potential to start off with, but like most things in the city, we're going to go back and refine it as we go, just because we need a little bit more room, but I don't feel like purchasing that right now. All right, then we'll connect this via a road. I'm actually going to make a road that comes off here and then curves up with this one. All right, and then we're gonna do just a vertical 180 road that comes out and connects here. We need to upgrade these to regular roads, because now it's like current, it's not like old-timey anymore, and there's actually infrastructure that requires us to have new road functions here. We're gonna take this power line, we're gonna reconnect it back up. We're gonna carry this two-lane road further back. We're gonna include some offices around here to go along with our rail yard. But for right now, let's hit play. Everything's gonna connect up. We're gonna take a small hit in our funds, but nothing that's gonna be crazy crucial right now. Now that we have our initial train system, we're going to have to make this actually work. And that's gonna be interesting because I want to do overground train. I want to do an overground train that runs through here, maybe goes underground through here, but possibly a train station right here, which honestly, that works. That would work. We're gonna have to move this park that we just built, possibly over here. We're gonna give ourselves a small, well, this is a medium train station right here. This track is gonna go underground. It's gonna carry all the way down and it's gonna connect up probably scale this back a little bit so that we have more room, kind of like a runway. So first we're gonna go to 10, and then we're gonna go down to 20. We're gonna connect these underground and replace this to a 2-laner. And that is our first train connection. It runs underneath here and then connects here, and it's gonna end somewhere over here, but it's gonna be taking our people to our downtown. As you guys can see, we're trying to create more infrastructure for our downtown before we built it. Another thing that needs to be connected up by train station is our residential area. So we're going to, because we need a train station that's gonna take it all the way here and travel all the way out to these areas. So we're going to create another small train station over here, which I already conveniently planned out beforehand, which you guys didn't know, but I alluded to back in a previous episode. So we're just gonna do a small train station. We're gonna put it right here. Now this one, I plan to go above ground. We'll see if it works. Let's try to get this back to 180 all the way down. Yep, let's try to get this down 180. Now we're gonna have to go down to 0. Because of this big junction here, I'm thinking we're going to have to go underground and try to connect it up. It's gonna be a tough one. We're gonna have to find a way to connect this up without completely demolishing everything. It's gonna be a little difficult, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, because even if this wasn't here, right? Let's just say this isn't here. Let's just say this isn't here. This is over here for right now, right? If that isn't here, is there any way we could finagle a train underneath this? I do not think so. I really don't think so. Now I think we could do this, but that's gonna look kind of horrible. That might look kind of horrible. But what if we go underneath here? Now this could work. What if we go down here? We're gonna need to go probably, let's see if we can do 10. Can't do 10, let's do 30. We can cross underneath this. I think what we're gonna try to do is get this to come across. The slope is just gonna be too steep. You know what? What if we take this, we bring this road out that's already been started, our 2A that's already been started, we bring it out to about here. We begin to descend with it about a -20. Let's try to scale back this forestry area right quick. At 180 degrees. Would you look at that? We figured it out. there we have it. We have a train system. Guys, I didn't know if this is going to be possible, but we are pulling this off. We are pulling it off like brilliantly, I must admit. Pulling this off. I had no idea if we were gonna get this working. I really had no faith at all. So now we have two ways that people can get to where they need to go. They can go here and take this all the way down and get on our kind of like express path to our downtown, which our first station is here, or they can take this way down and get over here. Now we have to fix our electricity before we hit play again. Now there is a slight problem. The problem is somebody on this line has no way of connecting back to this line. But what we're gonna have to do is we're gonna have to make sort of a baseline up here that's gonna connect all the lines together. If you guys know where I'm going with this, we're gonna bulldoze this. I was gonna bulldoze this. We're gonna give ourselves a train station that's gonna be a little sketchball. We may have to delete this little area to do so. It would pain me to do so. Or we could do it like this. We could put it further down here. Look, man, we're just gonna have to delete this whole area. I'm sorry. I tried my hardest. You guys seen it. So we didn't have to bulldoze these areas, but we're just gonna have to. Also, we're gonna pause because we have to do this right here. I wanna run this underground because we're gonna do this right here. Boom. We're gonna take our two-way track. We're just gonna run it right into this. Hopefully that doesn't become a mess. And then run this back into here. And then we're gonna take this road, we're gonna run it underground. Let's try our hardest to repair this area. So we're gonna leave you guys burnt out over here. Actually, no, we are. Because there's no other way to get to the train station. Sorry, guys. And now we'll fix our little area. So we'll put this back to save you guys. The moment you guys complain about any noises, I'm deleting you, by the way. Also going here, putting the little roundabout at the end. Like I said, the moment I hear about any complaining, I'm getting rid of that. We can go back above ground for our electricity. We're just gonna run it here, then here. It's gonna connect everything up. Oh, this isn't connected to a road. So we gotta take our gravel road. We're gonna connect it up here. Wow, there's so many accidents. For what reason? I have no idea. Somebody literally died and just flew off the road. This minivan flew off the road and ended up in the forestry area. This is crazy. Oh my gosh. Look at this bus, dude. This is crazy. Take a picture of this. All right, back to the gameplay. That's pretty crazy. All right, and now we have a train system. Oh, cool. Now the last thing that I want to connect up to our train system is our cargo harbor. You guys may have guessed it. Check our money, still 44 grand, going well. That is a little problematic because we have to buy another tile here, which honestly, I don't feel like doing. Because you guys know my MO, finesse it and wait for a different episode to finish it. Doesn't look like we can do that this episode, which is kind of disappointing. But I do want to check something. If we have any specialized industry that isn't land fertility, I would love to build that, but we don't. No oil deposits and no ore deposits here. Meaning it would be kind of silly for us to buy this area. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not even gonna sit here and fake like it would be a super smart move to buy it. It wouldn't. It would be a little bit silly. I'm not gonna hold you guys. I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you guys. It would be a little silly because now we just added 20,000 maintenance to that. It's really not a massive deal. We'll finish that in a later episode, as long as we remember. All right, now let's make some passenger runways. So we're gonna take this all the way from here, from what is this? Jamesport. Take this from Jamesport all the way to our small train station and back to Jamesport. I love also to make a connection to Catterick, but future episode. Now we're gonna take this train station Now, that gives us the opportunity to start fielding tourists coming in to our city. Cool. That let off basically nobody. But guys, it's a work in progress, bro, I promise. I mean, that is so awesome. Yeah, that's actually amazing. I would love to connect this to this, but I really don't think it's possible because of how our road system is connected. Hey, for now, it's a start. We're gonna get a couple people using it. It works really cool for aesthetics. And as we extend out our city, it's just gonna be another way for people to get just around the city and get to where they need to go. I think especially this downtown medium train station is gonna be essential. As you guys can see, people are already using it. And look at this, guys. Look at our train station right in our downtown area, just facilitating the area, looking amazing, by the way. This to me is what Cities Skylines 2 is about. It's about making just breathtaking areas where people can just enjoy. Like, look at this. Our citizens taking the train, going to and for, going to where they need to go. There's just nothing that isn't amazing about that. And once we finish this, it's gonna be even better. Now I do want to change up the lines a little bit, make them more clear as to what they do. Go to our train lines, just train line 1. I'm pretty sure this is to, train line 1 is to Jamesport. So Jamesport to Paradise. This one, which we're gonna change the color of, maybe like a bright yellow. That's gonna be to our downtown. So AKA D train or our downtown train. And then we have this train. This is gonna be our garden train. Actually, I would love to make that train green, especially if it's gonna be our garden train. Something we do need is a parking lot. Nothing too crazy, but something that can facilitate some people who want to park here. Look at that, look at our garden train. Oh my gosh, that is so cool. Now that is cool. That is extremely cool, man. And look at our downtown train, nice and yellow. Doesn't get too much better than Cities Skylines 2. This game is just absolutely amazing. Just the freedom that you have to just do different things is just unlike anything else, I must admit. Last thing I want to do before I end this episode is I want to decorate this area. As you guys can see, money's doing absolutely great. Absolutely amazing. Actually, we have a crazy amount of office demand. We have a crazy amount of residential demand. I think we want to do our downtown in a later episode, but for this episode, I want to just finish this rail yard area, just make it look a little pretty. Also fix this little area over here too and make it also look pretty nice. All right, and with that, we have created our office area. A brand new office area that functions over here with this rail yard. That is absolutely awesome. Also has some slight residential towards the back, just a little bit, and some along this main street. But mostly, it's some pretty decent office around here that is helping us generate a lot of money. A lot. A lot of money. So it's pretty awesome. We also have an absolutely amazing rail system, which we're getting so many people using this railway system now. Just a crazy amount. People coming and going to where they need to go. It's been pretty awesome. We also set up a little bus station up here that we need to connect actually to a bus system. So if people just want to get in the bus and just go to where they need to go, they can as well. But for now, we're not going to too much worry about it. I might do that off screen or in a quick little montage after this. We're making a ludicrous amount of money. We're making $90,000 an hour, a crazy amount, just off fixing our happiness and doing a couple different things that has enabled us just to, I really don't know what. I think taxes have just exploded. Look at all these people. Look at this awesome train station, fielding people in, fielding people out. We have so many tourists coming in. This is just absolutely amazing. Probably the best episode that we've had yet. Easily the best episode we've had. And that's all for today. Hope you guys appreciate today's episode. And I thank you guys for all the love, all the support. From the bottom of my heart, I very much appreciate it. So from here, the city still has so much more to go, but I think this is probably my favorite episode since we started this series. If you're tapped in, give me a like, give me a subscribe. Thank you. Have a great rest of your day.